Hello everybody, this is my, as promised, video about my favorite DM device. I love this device because I have a speaker in my classroom. So this device picks up my voice and puts it not only into my student's hearing aid, but it also takes my voice and puts it directly into my classroom speaker. So if you are using this in my classroom, you have the benefit of your voice being amplified into the speaker. And I hope that everybody gets one of these with a speaker in their teaching spaces soon. So when this device comes to you, you will of course put it on, and if it's hanging down low at the bottom of the lanyard, it's not going to pick up your voice clearly. So you need to slide this up, and the guideline is that you take your pinky and your thumb and you put it to your chin and touch the top of it. You don't want to look down, which is what you feel like, well, I felt like doing in the beginning, which to see, because then it would be too close. So you hold your chin at regular height and spread this out. After you wear it enough, you kind of just find the spot where it fits perfectly. Right now you can see that this red light is blinking. That means it's not picking up the sound of my voice. So if you're wearing this and giving directions and the red light is blinking, the microphone will not be picking up your voice and putting it into the student's ear. So it's important that you hit the button like this to pick up your voice. You can hear it on my speaker. A couple of other things. If I am working with a small group and the student with the hearing aid is not in the small group, I'll turn it off because I don't want her to be hearing whatever she's supposed to be listening to or doing with my voice in her ear. If I'm working with a small group of students and she's in that group of students and I want her to hear everybody's voice, I can take this off and put it on the table, and it will pick up all of our voices around us. It won't work for a whole class. The distance, it isn't far enough, but with a small group it will work nicely that way. There are times where when I have it on, if somebody's talking and they're kind of close to me, I can hold it out like this and it will pick up the voice and put it right into the hearing aid as well, which is super cool. A couple of things to keep in mind. If you are wearing scarves or bulky necklaces or like a zipper on your shirt, it might make a lot of noise and make it hard for the person to hear. So sometimes just take those things off while you're teaching the students in my class. And another thing to consider is background noise. So when you are giving directions or speaking, teaching, and you want my student to hear you, you should turn off any music that's in the background and any fans or anything that's creating background noise. The idea of having a quiet environment is really important and part of the 504 plan accommodations. Another accommodation that goes against what I've been taught in the past, so that was like relearning for me, was that it's really helpful to repeat what other students have said so that all the students can hear clearly. So in the past, I was really working on teaching kids to listen to each other and not repeat back, but as an accommodation for this student, and actually it helps all students, especially those with auditory processing as well, to repeat the directions back so everybody can hear. So background noises go off when you are giving directions or talking. Make sure the red button is not blinking and that you do about this distance from your chin to the top of the microphone device. And I think those are the most important things to keep in mind when you are teaching my student. If I don't send this to you, it's probably because the student doesn't have a hearing aid that day, and therefore it won't do any good, except for being heavy around your neck. So that might be the reason why I don't send it to you. And if you don't have it, it might be the battery is dead and needs to charge, or it's gotten misplaced in the shuffle from specialist to specialist. The hearing aid works really well, so you can just know that it's okay to keep teaching if something's happening with it. If the student ever tells you it's not working, there's a little on and off button on the side. Every single time I've had a problem, if I turn it off and then turn it back on again, the problem has been solved. So So that's my quick little tutorial about using this DM device. Let me know if you have any questions. Ani can also help, but it's really a wonderful tool. And again, I think you should all have speakers in your teaching spaces so you can preserve your voice and students can hear you better. All right, bye-bye.